Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today we're going to cook a delicious and simple dish in the Dutch oven, and we're going to watch a big SpaceX rocket go up right from the front porch. Y'all stay tuned. Today's dish is a great everyday meal. I used to make this in the house when my kids were here. It's cheap to make, feeds a lot of people, and it's been a family favorite for years and years, and one of Mrs. Backwoods' favorite meals ever. So what we're going to make today is a simple mushroom pork chops. I've been making this, like I said earlier, for a long time, and it's about the simplest thing you can make, but it's really awesome. Today we're going to use a little 8-inch Lodge Dutch oven to do our rice with, and the rest of the dish we're going to use a 10-inch Lodge Dutch oven. We already got some coals going, so let's get right after it. Okay, real quick, the ingredients couldn't be simpler. I have 2 center cut pork chops. You're going to need 1 for each person you're serving. And if you're going to do 4, you need to go to upgrade to your 12, okay? You're going to do 4. So there we got, this is some of our homemade brisket rub. Use whatever seasoning you like. We got a can of cream of mushroom soup, Campbell's, get Campbell's, and some button mushrooms. And that's it. I did forget one thing, a little bit of olive oil for your Dutch oven over there. So pork chop prep is really almost zero. All we're going to do, season them real good on both sides. You might want to do this like a few minutes ahead of time, kind of let that seasoning marinate into those chops. So here's the Dutch oven setup. Standard Dutch oven setup for the most part. We're going to go about 10 good coals on the bottom right now, because we're going to want to sear these pork chops off first. That's maybe more than 10, but about a good 1 single layer about the same size as your Dutch oven, and that'll get you going nice and quick. So I made just like a 10-inch pad there. So here on this side of the table I have my little 8-inch, and I put about 9 coals underneath it. I'm gonna let it start getting hot. We're gonna cook our rice in this guy. It does an awesome job on the rice. So into the bottom of our 10-inch, you're just gonna go a couple tablespoons of oil. For our rice, we have 1 cup of rice with 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of water. Let's go ahead and take that on over here. Just go ahead and get that in our number 8 and let that start coming up to a boil. Okay, we're starting to see a little smoke coming up out of the pot already. So it is time to go ahead and sear off our pork chops in here real quick in that nice hot Dutch oven. Try to arrange them in there as well as we can. We just want to get a nice crust on the outside of them, and then we're going to braise them. Okay, now that those have started cooking a little bit, we're going to go ahead, we're going to lay our lid back on there, and we'll go ahead and give it a little top heat. Don't have to be a lot. These coals are burning down a little bit already. And over, we'll put the rest of them down here on the table for when the rice is ready. We'll just spread those out around the rim. Coal counting is really not necessary at this point. We're not really baking this. We're just cooking them off. I do like to try to get them evenly spaced though. Perfect. It's been a couple minutes. Let's go in and check and see how our pork chops are doing on that side. That's about what we're looking for, just get them nice and brown. It's going to add a lot of flavor. Back on the lid for the other side. Hey, we got a big treat for you this afternoon. A great big Falcon Heavy rocket fixing to go up about 50 miles from here that way. Y'all check this out. On the camera. Yeah, I got it. Goes the Falcon Heavy rocket as viewed from the front porch. You hear the rumble in 3.5 minutes. So it's been a few minutes since we turned them over. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. Yeah, those are going to be fine. We don't want to get them too brown at this point. So we're going to go ahead and just take them out, put the lid back on, and then put in the starter for our gravy. So if y'all ever tried to get this cream of mushroom soup out of the can, and you probably already know it's kind of a pain in the ass, but I'm going to show you a little trick. Hold the can upside down, pops out in one big blob. And if that don't work, take your knife, stab the bottom, a little air in, and it'll come right out every time. Alright, so now we're going to add, we got 1.5 cups of water here, we're going to add about 1 cup of it. And then we're going to stir that in real good with our wooden tool. So the cast iron guys don't scold me too hard. And that's going to pick up all that nice brown seasoning that's in the bottom. And we let that come up a little bit more, come back up kind of to a simmer. And then we'll stir it some more, and that'll make it nice and smooth. So over in our little 8-inch, we're going to go check on that. That's boiling real nice now. So we're going to go ahead and dump in our 1 cup of rice with 1 teaspoon of salt. Just kind of give that a quick little stir. The lid right back on it. You can set a timer for 20 minutes, but I found that just about the time these coals are done, the rice is done. Okay, so we got our pork chops back on the mushroom gravy. They're simmering along real nice over there. We got our rice on, so that's time to sit back, relax, have a cold beer. And wanted to mention all these products that we use here on the Backwoods Gourmet. You can find most of them over on our Amazon store. So we're going to leave you a link right down there in the first comment. You click on that link, it'll take you straight to the Backwoods Gourmet store, and you can find tons and tons of outdoor cast iron gear right there on the store. Hey, and if you don't see what you want, just use that search bar to buy anything on Amazon. If you're gonna have salad, you can't get no fresher than this right here. Okay, one thing about Dutch oven cooking, it's pretty hard to overdo it because those coals are going to burn out before your dish is going to overcook, especially when you're doing a braise like we're doing today. Alright, so everything's ready, so let's plate it up Backwoods Gourmet style. Here we come with our rice. It's still pretty nice and fluffy even though it's been sitting there a little bit of a while. Give it a little stir. Right in the middle of the plate with a little bit of that. That's still pretty hot. Alright. So come in with one of our braised pork chops. Right over the top of that. Get some of those mushrooms, some of the gravy for your rice there, and that smells awesome. Okay, and I guarantee you, make this dish for your family. Now you can make this inside, wouldn't be as much fun, but it is an awesome dish whether you make it in or out. For a little garnish, a little bit of those are Vidalia onion scallions right from the garden there, paired with a nice salad right here, right from the garden, fresh and easy. That's good food. So let's go and see how tender this is. That's like fork tender, okay? Fork tender falling apart. Not falling apart, but fork tender. Let's give it a shot. Look at that. Cut it with a fork. So let's give this a try. See how it tastes. For an everyday meal, you really can't beat this. Alright, so that was a really delicious but very simple meal you can do every day at home on your regular cast iron skillets, or you can do this anywhere you go with the Dutch oven, some charcoal. I hope you guys liked it. If you do, hey man, hit that like button right down there. Hey, thanks for watching the Backwoods Gourmet. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, and I wish you would, hit that button right there. To see our last video, it's right up here. And for a whole playlist, cast iron, Dutch oven cooking, it's right up there. We'll see you next time.